everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show for Tuesday, September 26th, 2023. My name is Dave Juska. I'm here with the lovely Mike Suarez, who is actually in Las Vegas. Yes, Mike Suarez coming to you live from Las Vegas. I am still here in New York City, where the change in the weather is definitely making me feel like a piece of crap, as it does every year. You get sinus trouble, throat trouble. I think Mike's having the same thing, which is odd since he's in the desert. So I don't know what's happening. It's just that's the time of year it is. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the show. Remember, this is the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. We bring this to you to shed light upon the greatest comedy club in the country called the Comedy Cellar, which is located at McDougal Street in the West Village. Hello, Liz. And if you were going down there tonight in the early show, not only would you get to see Colin Quinn, but you'd get to see Alex Edelman as well. What we're talking about is two Broadway stars that normally you'd have to pay $250 to see, but tonight you can see them for $14. Now that's a good deal, and you're not going to get that deal anywhere else but at the Comedy Cellar. 14 goddamn bucks. You got to love it. And if you're in Las Vegas, like Mike is, all of our friends are there tonight. Eddie Ift, Greer Barnes, John Joseph, all friends of the show. And that is our Las Vegas show. Let's see who else we got. Anonymous is back. Ange. And that's it. Everybody's there. Anonymous already making trouble. So I will ignore her for now. Mike, Aaron's asking, how's the Formula One construction on the Vegas Strip? Is that really a thing?
I don't know. I just got here.
Oh.
I'll let you know, though.
I never heard anything about that, but it makes a lot of sense that there'd be some sort of Formula One thing. People love that out there. I don't know why. Anyway, great to see everybody today. It's a sad day for me. The hot girls who live next door are moving out. I'm having trouble, dealing with it. It's happened before, and maybe some new hot girls will come in, but these girls were really great. They were Venezuelan and Jewish. That rarely happens, and it's very upsetting that they're moving out. I like them both. I like all my neighbors right now, and I'm just a little nervous. You never know what you're going to get. Can you imagine if, some jerk off moves in across the way? That ain't going to be cool. I'm trying to think of a perfect person to move in, but I don't know it's going to be. Hi, Marcy. Yeah, how was Disney? Yeah, thanks, Aaron. I know it's a major bummer. Also, those of you who are celebrating Yom Kippur yesterday, I hope you had an easy fast. I did my usual, which was eat late on Sunday night and then sleep until 3 p.m. And then when I woke up by 4, it was time to eat. And you say to yourself, but that's not even sundown, Dave. And I'm like, I can't stuff myself at 6, 7 o'clock and then think that I'm going to go to bed early when I have to wake up in the morning. It just doesn't happen. And I think when they made these laws, people might have woken up at 5:30, but they didn't have to wake up at 5:30. There was nowhere to go. They didn't have to sit through work every day. They didn't have to go on the subway and just ride and all that kind of stuff. So, maybe we got to take that into consideration with these old-fashioned 5,000-year rules, So that's the thing. All right. Now we get things going. Mike, for those of you who don't know, again, for those of you who joined us late, Marcy, Mike is in Las Vegas this week. Mike will be performing at Skankfest, which, again, I still can't believe that is a thing in this day and age that they have something called Skankfest, but it's a huge thing, and it's a big deal for Mike to be performing in it. Being asked to perform there in Skankfest is a really cool thing. Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Skankfest. It's just got the unfortunate name, which, again, these guys might be the last ones to make something like that happen. And if you go there and then you complain about something being politically correct or whatever, then you're the idiot. If you go to something called Skankfest and you're not getting it, then you suck. All right. Why don't we start with what's happening in the news today with picture number one? Is that all right, Mike? I don't know whether you heard, but Hulk Hogan is going to marry his daughter. And no, that Hulk Hogan's I think he got married over the weekend. Is that a Jets jersey or is?
No, I think it's a college jersey.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Anyway,
No,
that's
brother.
what?
No, brother.
Oh, you're doing Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, but I realize I'm too echoey right now because of the room I'm in.
You know what? It does seem like Jets. If you look in the background, I can't tell.
Oh, the logo right there isn't the Jets, is it?
I don't know, but see, there's I don't know, whatever. Anyway, if you go to the next picture. Now, is that his new wife or his daughter?
That's not Brooke. So that would be his probably his new wife.
That's Sky. Well, let's go to the next one and try and figure out who's who.
But who's that bag of leather in the yellow pants?
Which one's that one?
That's Brooke.
That's Brooke. How do you know? Do you know her? You know wrestling and stuff?
Well, those are just two different people.
Oh, you can just tell. Let's go to the next one. I don't know. I think he did marry his daughter.
I mean, he wanted to, and he got her. And
that's an exclusive photo from TMZ. We thank TMZ for sure. Yeah, that's their wedding. I think it happened this weekend, and Brooke didn't go. That's a big deal. Hi, Catalina. Yeah. We missed you last week.
Getting married in a do-rag.
Well, I guess that's what you can do when you're 75 and she's 40, or she 45.
I don't know.
There's a 30-year difference. And I guess the fact of the matter is when I get married to Catalina, I will wear that do-rag and she'll love every minute of it.
When he said I do, did he rip off his tuxedo top?
I hope so. Because a week late. What would be the point of being invited to Hulk Hogan's wedding and he wouldn't do that? I mean, how exciting would that be? That would be the greatest. Anyway, of course, the biggest news is, of course, the next photo. Everyone's talking about this. This is big football news. It's big Jets news. It's unbelievable news. This is Taylor Swift, of course, at the Kansas City Chiefs game Sunday. Kansas City Chiefs playing the Chicago Bears. She is, even though they say they're not dating, they have formed some form of friendship, whatever. And she's dating Travis Kelce, right?
Yes.
I was thinking of Kelsey Travis. I don't know why. Yeah, and everybody's looking for their name, trying to figure it out. But there she is, rooting him on. It was funny. I mean, I took a picture of it from my screen when I was watching TV. They just kept cutting to her, and why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? And the big news is, will she be in New York at MetLife Stadium on Sunday when they play the Jets? She has something. Now, first of all, she's an Eagles fan. So this is bad for everybody, especially since I believe the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl last year. So everybody's upset by that. But this is so bad for the Jets because if things weren't worse and the Jets really stink and, Zach Wilson stinks. I mean, he stinks. And they're going to get creamed on Sunday. Now it's just like, she's going to be there. This is what NBC is going to give her money to be there because the game is going to stink. And the only thing people are going to turn in, the ratings are going to be astronomical. Do you know Chiefs jerseys went up 400% after Sunday? This Taylor Swift is the most popular person on the planet. So much so that I think if you go to the next one, Mike. Oh, no, that's when he's. Oh, so Patrick Mahomes, everyone knows Taylor Swift is there. So they're up, 30-0, and it's already the second half. And Charles Kelce hasn't caught a touchdown. And he even said, well, I knew she was there, so I knew I had to throw him a touchdown. Like, no, they're so cocky, and so they should be, because you've won multiple Super Bowls and you're still awesome. You're allowed to be. If the Jets did that, it would be pathetic. But I mean, how cool is it that he was like, "No, we gotta, come on, Travis, we gotta do it." He's probably, come on, I'm in front of my girlfriend. I don't want to look like a dick. And he threw him a touchdown. It was really exciting. But if you go to the next picture, that's walking out, and he's wearing the colors of her new album that's coming out, with the 1984 or 1989 album, right? So he's like, she's wearing the Chiefs stuff and he's wearing her stuff, which is very cute. But she's so popular that if you go to the next picture, this is what people have been talking about, that people think she left in this popcorn thing. They feel they put her in this cabinet and just walked her right out without anybody knowing. But, as pathetic as that is, she's that huge that she probably does need to walk out like that.
The popcorn was by request. She takes that home after a meal.
Just put it on top. I'll take it with me. I mean, that is the news, and that's what everybody's talking about. And it's just so funny. And it's just so funny that it's the Jets again are somehow involved in the worst thing. And it has been said that Aaron Rodgers is probably also going to possibly attend the game. And remember, he went to the Taylor Swift concert at MetLife. So this is all a Jets disaster, but that might be the only thing that might be fun on Sunday night. It's a national game Sunday night. So that's a nightmare. And then on the opposite side, which of course makes me happy, is that one. That was the last home game at Yankee Stadium on Sunday, and nobody showed up. I mean, the weather wasn't great, but the last home game usually at Yankee Stadium, these guys are usually, for the past 20 years, are usually going to the playoffs. I can't believe they didn't end up making the playoffs. They always make a late surgence and go into the playoffs. This is strange, but obviously I love it. So the Mets don't go, then I'm good with the Yankees not going too. Thank you, Mike. That's what's happening in the news. We are. Oh, let's show the. We're waiting for our guest who's going to show up soon, which is the great Tom Papa. But before we do, I guess we can show the stats. If you show the top 5 first, Mike. This is from last week's thing. I did not good. You guys did great. Only missing, on my fault, the Jets. I think you did that for me, and I appreciate that. We're all stupid now. I'm picking against the Jets this week. But Greg did really well, and Mike did good. I did the worst, and I deserve it. We all picked San Francisco, which was good, and I don't know why I picked the Commanders. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. And the Bengals, well, congratulations, Marcy. That's that
was great.
That was lucky, because and Joe Burrow was like, hey, I got to play even though I'm injured, because the thought of going 0-3 would really piss me off even more. So I don't know what's going to happen. And let's go to the stats for, that's the current stats for everybody, for me and Nick and Marcy. And I did really good this week. Regularly, I had changed my bet later in the week to the Bills. So I went 11-5, and that put me in the green for the season. Mike's already in the green, even though he didn't, have a great week. Marcy went 8-8. She's the only one left in the red, and Nick did pretty good. I won the week, and Nick is still ahead for the season. So that being said, I don't suppose our guest is here yet, right?
Not yet.
All right. Let me just give him a little text action just to make sure. This is what we had to do last week, but what are you going to do? It's worth it, because he's awesome, and I can't believe he's coming on. And we love them. Mike, when you're performing at Skankfest, where are you going to be? Like, how many shows you doing? You're doing like a lot, right?
I had like 4 spots at the festival and a few off-site as well.
Like, where is the festival? Like, where do they hold it?
It's my first time here. It's something called Notoriety Lounge or something. It's at Fremont,
What's Fremont?
the old strip.
Oh, right. I was there once before. You know, I'm going to LA next week or in 2 weeks, and I should have scheduled time to go to Vegas. I haven't been there in a very, very long time. A really good time. I don't think I've ever had a bad time there. Yeah, Fremont, right. That's where what is that called? The no, not the D list. What was that casino that's down there?
The Golden Nugget.
No, it's something else.
I mean, there's several, but I don't know which one. I haven't been there since 2006.
Oh, you haven't been there in a long time either, right?
Mm-hmm.
A week. Like, can you ask Tom if he can bake me a gluten-free loaf? Yeah, he's a big bread baker. Tom, I don't know if you knew about that. Well, again, hopefully he's going to show up. I guess we could probably just start the slides.
You want to start the slides?
Well, I'm just saying. What do you think? I'm sharing, Mike.
Yep.
Oh, you saw it already. All right. Yeah, we figure might as well just get this underway, and then while we're waiting for Mr. Papa. Well, you know, this ruined my entire week because these two guys had to meet in my neighborhood for some reason. Apparently, there's nowhere else on the planet they could make or they could meet, and that's Biden. And I don't know who the other guy is, but he looks like a troublemaker. No, but he talks like this.
Yep.
He doesn't talk like he looks.
No. Biden smelling his hair.
Yep, that's what he does. But
I
here's
like that.
Biden.
Now it's endearing if he does it to everybody.
And here's the 80-year-old man talking to all this. I don't know whether I could handle this at 80. That's a lot of responsibility.
Oof.
Look how big that is. It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yep.
Now that looks presidential. They should just show this photo when he's running again. Look what I can do.
Yep.
It's very impressive.
He is just talking about his favorite candies, which also makes me love him more.
See, that, you know what the weird part is? People would love that.
Yep.
People would love that. And this is, we love showing King Charles sleeping at a banquet and a benefit for him from President Macaroon, which...
Macaroon? What?
Yeah, there he is. There's Charles sleeping. Yeah, Macaroon.
Yeah. Sorry.
Every time I think about him, he just sounds so delicious. But yeah, this is a big... I don't know why people keep throwing these guys banquets. They're not a lot of laughs. I mean, look at this. Ugh. That's... What the fuck?
Wow.
I mean, this is so bad, and this is what he turned down for this. I don't know. It just bothers the hell out of everybody, I think. Diana was way cool. I don't know if you ever, saw any of the documentaries about the Comedy Store in L.A. She used to hang out there and party, and, she was way cool. And then there's, this one. Ugh. Even when she's trying to have fun, it's gross. Oh, yeah. There's nothing you can do. She's bad in this picture. Well, she looks better there, but that's... I mean, I know they're younger and older, but I still see Princess Diana would have looked really pretty at this age, too.
Oh, for sure.
This was, we've been talking about this forever, where this Guinness Book of World Records. I mean, we could get into the Guinness Book of World Records by just having the longest YouTube show ever. I don't know. It's been going for like 3 years, right? I mean, I don't know. This is the Guinness Book World Record now, and it's a new one for people throwing boots in the air at the same time. I'm not kidding you. Somebody made it up. It's 955 people throwing boots in the air at the same time. I don't know how people didn't get hurt. This is in Ireland. I mean, they're just making up the stupidest stuff. And to prove my point, this happened last week.
What the hell is that?
It's a bottle dancer. It's National Day of the Bottle Women in Paraguay. And they were trying to get a Guinness World Record of the most bottles women could hold on their heads.
Did they win?
I don't know. I can't take it anymore. I don't know what the hell's happening. I mean, it's so weird.
It looked like a blast.
But nobody's smiling. Not one
Well, they're
person.
concentrating. You can't smile because it makes your head no longer...
Exactly, and why not, man?
I think it's scientifically proven we just can't balance things on our heads.
Where do you think this is taking place?
I'm gonna say something more weird. I think
It's the obvious answer.
Oh, okay. Boston?
No, Wrigley Field.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what Wrigley Field looks like.
Oh, well, that's why it's so much fun, because everybody gets lost in those weeds. Wrigley Field's the only one where they, have those. That's where you got to catch a ball. That's what makes it kind of cool. I've never been there before, but I'd like to go sometime.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I don't know if you heard about this. The Baltimore Orioles homer hose.
No.
You have not heard about this?
No.
It's new. Now that the Orioles are kicking ass, and I think they won the division. And as you can see, here's them celebrating winning the division. Now, I'm pretty sure in this hose, there's beer. But every time someone hits a homer, they do this. And it's a little gay, especially when it's called the homer hose. But when they hit a homer during the game, it's water. Or so they say. But it's the way it's done, they're trying to figure it out, so it's just not so complicated. But, and here's...
They want to undercomplicate the homer hose?
Well, it's so popular. Slug, then chug. Homer hose. If you could find the clip of it on Twitter or whatever it's called now, it's kind of fascinating. The first time it happened, it's kind of fascinating to see. I'm going to get out for a second because I think Tom's going to come on, and we'll continue after that. But sorry, I told you I've definite acid reflux today or something, or because the change in the weather gets me all the time. And Mike has it too. And like I said, he's in Vegas, which makes no sense. A week late. You're right. It's the worst idea ever, but it's also like not like it is, but at least they have something and it makes it fun for, the fans and everything that is kind of fun for a team to have a tradition, but it's a little weird. Mike, what do you think?
Well, I think it's much better than the down by 15 to 8-inning nap. I don't know. So.
I'm just texting Tom. I hate stalling, but oh God, it's been raining for 5 days. It's really annoying. I'm done with it. I think that's what's driving me crazy. Yeah, it's been raining. Drinking is fun, but chugging is foolish. Well, Liz, you're no fun. You're Canadian, and that's what you don't understand. Oh, he said there's no link, Mike.
I'll resend it again. I don't know why it's not showing it to him.
Sorry, everybody. It'll be worth it, though. Tom's the greatest. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Sorry. I should have had some more news stories. I should have been prepared that there was going to be trouble. But it doesn't matter. What was I going to say? Was I going to... Oh, from the cellar. Right? That's where it comes from, Mike? I get it
Well,
wrong.
it comes from me.
Oh. Can we edit all this out? I drank a lot on Friday night. In fact, I stayed out until about 6 a.m. So I was doing all right. Of course, you can hear all about it on Just Gal the City. I went to that. What?
Well, I don't know what a piscola is.
Nobody knows what that is. I don't know what she's talking about. She's crazy.
I was trying to find out.
No, I don't want to find out. I'm mad that she wasn't here last week. I'm never going to let her forget it. Has Marcy told us how Disney World was? I saw one picture of her, and she didn't look like she was having a lot of fun. I think I saw you on one ride, and you just looked like, why'd they take a picture of me?
I think Marcy just spent the whole time at the Hall of Presidents.
At the Hall of Presidents.
Yep.
I thought you said at the Holocaust Museum. I'm like, oh, I love that Holocaust Museum at the Walt Disney World.
Turned out it was just a Buzz Lightyear ride.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Anonymous.
Oh, he's here.
Okay. Let's bring him in. Top Papa, everybody.
Oh,
Hi.
my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's okay. What's up? You look amazing.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you, too.
Can't believe
Somebody
you're...
just asked if you could bake them a gluten-free loaf.
You don't have to have gluten-free when you have my bread.
Is that true?
Yes.
How'd you figure that out?
My bread is made with flour, water, salt, and yeast. It's just the natural sourdough starter, the natural yeast that has a bacteria in it that breaks down sugars and all the evil things. And you'd be able to eat it. I have gluten. If you really, really have issues, you might not. But if you have like slight intolerance, you could have my bread, no problem.
Do you have that problem? Like, I mean, I don't really know anybody that, I mean, you know how like when we were kids, there was no such thing as that. There were no peanut allergies.
Yes.
It's like, what happened?
I know. I don't know if we're freaked out or we're being poisoned. I'm not sure which is the
I know. I can't figure out
which is the real story.
And I know you just last week, I think you were doing Come to Papa. When is that coming back to the cellar again?
Probably in November.
You're skipping October?
I'm skipping October. I have so many crazy shows coming up. I'm all over the world. I have
Will you please tell us the next few shows?
Sure. I'm going to be in Toronto tomorrow night. And then Thursday night I'll be in Toronto. Then I'm going to Charleston. I'm going to Durham. I'm going to Indianapolis. I'm going to big show at the NJ Pack.
Oh, wait, when's that?
October 21st.
Oh, beautiful. Maybe I'll go to that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's going to be a gigantic show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, lots of shows all over the place.
Oh, that's good. Well, if you don't know, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but Tom is one of the greatest comics I've ever seen. It's amazing. It's like, I think I've told you before, is maybe this is stupid, but, the first time I had seen you, I didn't even hear what you were saying. The acoustics were bad where I was. All I heard was the audience reaction, and I've never seen anything like it. It was unbelievable.
Fooling them again.
Well, however you put it, but that's not the case. You're a great guy. I don't want to keep you very long, so we're going to make football picks. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mike, play the clip. Sharing the screen. Can you see? Not
Really
yet.
gets you going.
There it is.
All right, there we are.
All right.
Bump, bump, bump.
So
with the points.
with the points.
All right.
Yeah, so we begin. I just picked 5 of what I thought was interesting games. And certainly after last week, after the Dolphins scored 70 points, what the fuck? I hate that they're in the division of the Jets, but the Bills are favored somehow by
So
2.5 over the Dolphins. I don't mind. I don't know. This seems like exactly what the bookies are like. Wait, why would they be favored? Everybody's going to hop on the Dolphins.
Yep. I know.
I can't help myself. How can I not take it? How can I not take a team that scored 70 points last week?
I know.
Tom, what do you think?
Yeah, I was on a flight and I couldn't see who it was behind me, but there was some sports reporter, ESPN maybe guy, and people I could tell were asking him questions, who's going to the Super Bowl, and he was kind of chiming in, and I couldn't clock who it was. But the 2 teams that he loved the most was the 49ers and the Dolphins.
Ooh,
So
old school Super Bowl.
yeah, so I'm going to take that anonymous tip and just say the Dolphins.
All right, Mike, what do you think?
Dolphins.
Yeah, I think so. And what is everybody saying? I think it looks like everybody's saying Dolphins here too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I hope the Bills win just because. I don't know. You just want to see things get back to normal, but I don't know how you can't. I mean, that team is sick. 70 points. Or just Denver sucks.
Well,
much.
yeah.
Even the Jets haven't been getting blown out like that.
Yeah, I know.
Were
the Dolphins good last year?
Well, they're good when Tua is healthy. And then he
Right.
got hurt. He keeps getting concussions. So he's probably good for another year, and he'll probably get hurt again at some point.
Right.
And that's the problem. He just keeps getting hit in the head. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we have the Saints, who I think Derek Carr is questionable. And I think their backup is Jameis Winston. And the Bucs, who were playing really good up until last night
I know.
against the Eagles. So I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the Bucs +3. What do you think, Tom?
I'm doing the same.
Yeah, they're not playing bad, and the Saints are playing just okay.
Yeah,
now they
the
don't have
Saints
their
are
quarterback.
the Saints are quickly going to become the team. Every year, there's that team that screws you every week. I feel like that's the Saints.
Oh, I know about that. Mike, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Saints.
Oh.
Ooh.
And what is everybody else saying?
They're going Bucks.
They're going Bucks.
All right.
All right. Then the Eagles, who came to play kind of last night, but then they really haven't done anything yet. But they're getting the Commanders. I thought were much better than how they got blown out by the Bills. This is a really tough one. Tom, do you want to go first? I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, it is a tough one. It's a lot of points, but
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they're starting to hit a stride. I'm going to say they cover. I'm going to take the Eagles.
I picked Washington last week, and I looked like a dick. You know what? I'm gonna take the Eagles too. Fuck it.
Ooh, baby.
Mike,
Oh, Eagles. Everyone's picking Eagles.
everybody's picking the Eagles. All right.
All
I
right.
don't know. I get a
lot of points.
game. Yeah, exactly. This one, I was gonna pick them every week, but now, this one's hilarious. I can't believe it's only 9.5 points. I have no problem taking Kansas City. It'll be beautiful because if for some reason the Jets were to win, which is impossible, then that'll be great. And I would love losing this, this little thing we do here. And this way I can't lose.
Yeah.
So you see a little picture of Taylor Swift there. Have you been hearing all about that?
I know.
And now she's coming. It's like the Jets we were just talking about before. The Jets, everything about I'm a huge fan. I was all in on Aaron Rodgers this year, as everyone was. This is this devastating thing. And then just that it's just going to get worse with Taylor Swift there on Sunday possibly, and the Jets just looking on national TV looking so horrible.
I know. You saw that his jersey went up 400% in sales.
Yep.
So they're going to be all over the stadium. I feel like 9.5 points is, geez.
That's going to go up. That's going to go up. Zach Wilson, he stinks.
Yeah, Kansas City. Kansas City, and they're going to cover it like by mistake.
Right. And the other thing is too is that and I think Aaron Rodgers might show up. Like, 'cause, he loves Taylor Swift. That's where it all started. He went to MetLife to go see her. God, can you imagine? The Kansas City Chiefs are going to be the most popular team in the history of. I mean, they're already the Super Bowl champs, but now with her endorsing their product,
I know.
Oh my God!
They just added all of the women.
Yeah, exactly. And and the 15-year-old women, the 13-year-old women,
Yeah, all of them
in sports. And Tom, the other thing is that now I can't remember what I was going to say. I got too excited. On Sunday, Patrick Mahomes was like, Travis, we got to throw you a touchdown. I know she's here. He's like, yeah, come on. I don't want to look foolish in front of my girl. I mean, it's like they're having a good time, and why shouldn't they? They're the Super Bowl champs, and they can.
Yeah, God. The Jets will be like on the sideline looking to see if she's up in the booth.
That's what I'd be doing. Yeah. I hope they have fun with it. This is going to be like the Super Bowl with John Candy there. And,
God.
Mike, what are you saying, Kansas?
Yeah. Oh, wait, 9? Actually, I'm going to say Jets. Why not?
Really? Oh, look at this guy, huh? What an idiot.
Interesting.
And what is everybody saying in the chat room, Mike?
They're going Chiefs.
Yeah, that's the way to go. And finally, I just picked this one because I'm going to this game on Monday. The Giants stink. The Seahawks I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Giants are the reason that I'm, for the first time in 15 years, not springing for the NFL package, which I'm living in LA. I'm a lifelong Giants fan, and they've hurt me so much. This is the first time I'm just watching whatever's local.
Really?
I'm so disheartened. I see no hope. I'm going Seahawks.
Well, this is the way I feel about the Jets right now, but I go to Giants tailgates and games because that's where it's a better class of tailgaters. You get prime rib instead of hot dogs and hamburgers and top shelf liquor. So that's why I always go to the Giants tailgates. It's on a Monday night. It should be this time of the year. It's super fun. I would never go later in the season.
It'll be fun, and it'll be fun to watch them lose by 3 in the last 10 seconds.
Exactly, right. Everyone knew they were losing to the 49ers last week. I mean,
oh, my God.
It was just a given because it was a short week. I mean, like everyone knew. It was like they almost just gave up the game. Mike, what are you thinking here?
Seahawks.
And what is everybody else saying?
Seahawks.
All right.
Wow.
There it is.
So disheartening. Yep.
The picks.
Week
4.
Bump, 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 bump.
Where they play.
Papay.
You know it. Wait, where are you from originally again? I was
New Jersey.
Oh, you
Northern
are?
New Jersey.
Where?
Bergen County, Wycliffe Lake, Park Ridge.
Oh, right. Did you know I started teaching at Montclair State University?
No.
Yeah. That's around where you grew up, right?
Yeah, my family's from my grandparents and everything is Clifton.
Yeah. That's where
right
the school's technically, I think, located in Clifton.
Yeah. What are you teaching?
I am last semester I was teaching a course on the movie Clueless. And this semester I am teaching a time travel course. I just had the guy who wrote Back to the Future come in speak to the kids last week, Bob Gale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's super fun. I really enjoy it a lot. Anyway, Tom, thank you so much for taking the time out to do this for us.
Thank you. Anytime.
And I'm bummed I'm not going to see you in LA next week or in 2 weeks.
I know.
But I'm glad you're on the road and touring that everybody can see you. And hopefully I'll see you at the PAC Center.
All right. That sounds great.
All right. Tom Papa, everybody.
Farewell, my friends.
Much. Yes. It's God, he's so talented. It's so nice of him to come in and spend some time. It's really great. I kind of might want to go see that show, Mike. What day of the week is that? I'm going to look it up. Oh, it's a Saturday. Well, that's perfect. That works for me. Going to Jersey. I love it. Marcy says there's a drum corps from there, the Cadets of Bergen. Yeah, Aaron, you got that right. Tom Papa rules. He really does. Isn't he terrific?
Yep.
All right, let's go back to the slides. That was
real quick. Here's what she was saying about the.
Oh, we were in Magic Kingdom. There were tons of older folk on scooters. One of them lost control of the rain. No. Oh my God. Marcy, the funniest thing, the last time I was there, I guess just before COVID, which of course all stories begin with now. I've never felt thinner in my entire life. I must have been the thinnest person there. At least that's what I felt. I've never seen so many overweight people in one place than at Disney World. And it's not, Marcy, you're saying old people on scooters. It's also just fat people on scooters who are just, fucking annoying and run over kids because they don't know what they're doing because they're so goddamn fat and horrible. Is he okay? Or you said stepson, right? Is he okay? She says it was alarming. Yeah, of course. I'd be so furious. There's no excuse for being old. If you're that old and you're in a scooter, what the hell are you going to Disney World for anyway? It's over. Right, Mike?
What?
If you're old and you have to be in a scooter, what are you going to Disney World for?
To look at the parade.
No. The electric parade? The Mickey Mouse electric parade?
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do that aren't rides. So.
No. No.
They go see Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah. I feel like you lose your privilege if you can't walk. I mean, in Disney World.
That was the original sign over the door.
Well, it's not very.
Well, got a picture of Walt Disney and Mickey pointing. If you can't come here, if you can't walk in here.
Well, they should have some sort of test when you come in, like, let me see you ride that scooter properly. Like a driving test.
Well, I think she said she lost control because of the rain.
I don't care. Don't go to Disney World if it's raining and you're in a goddamn scooter. And you're old. I wouldn't want my mother driving in the rain. We can't believe she still drives. No, Liz. Fat people cannot have fun. It is over for them. Over.
I'll take a second.
That's the punishment. I'm only saying because, like I said, boy, I felt like $1 million when I was there, and I'm fat. But I try to look slim. I try to wear black. I try to wear slimming shirts. But I will tell you, I took a picture Friday, which you'll see on the bonus show next week on Just Gal in the City, where, shut up, Anonymous. Mike, I'm so done with her. I think I'm canceling her from the show. She's getting on my last nerve.
It does sound like you really hate fat people right now.
I do. Where it's like I don't know. It's like I was in this pose and my chin, my chin is so fat. I was like, oh, I got to Photoshop it. It was like, so it's just a bad side, And then there's a photo in it that I look the best I've ever looked in my life. So, and I would never say that because I do hate myself. And so it's a fact. So if I tell you I look good in a photo, I'm telling you I look good in a photo. In fact, I think I'm wearing this exact shirt because I like its red and black kind of deal. All right. Now that I've insulted everyone, let's go back to the slides. No, I have to do it differently again. I apologize, everybody. There we go. Where are we? Oh, thank you, Mike. Share screen. Let's go. Here we go. I'm sharing. We ended up here. Slug then chug. Can you see it, Mike?
Yeah. Well, hold on. I gotta put you back on.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I didn't see myself. There we go. Yeah. So this is called an art accident. Hello.
An art accident.
An art accident. It's a Dutch artist in Brazil, and he put this out. And I use these terms every day from the Batman villain, Egghead. And I always say, excellent.
Exciting.
That's right. And I do that in text all the time, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. And thank God I can show video where I'm, I know, it does look delicious too, right? But I don't know whether you know about the villain Egghead, which is Vincent Price in the old Batman series.
Mm-hmm.
But this was in the show. This was his fiance, Olga, who's played by Ann Baxter. Do you know who that is?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, it's just kind of funny. They had all these, villains in Batman that were stars, but I mean, she was a huge star. She's in All About Eve,
Yeah, okay.
with Betty Davis, and look who's right there on the bottom is Marilyn Monroe in her first film. That's and then she ends up 10 years later being in Batman. What? And then I mean, here she is in the fucking Ten Commandments. It's like pretty, and she's playing a Batman villain. I mean, that's pretty cool. And here's Vincent Price in the Ten Commandments. That's why they were reunited. Huh?
Oh, I didn't know he was in that.
Yes. And here he is hitting on, I think, Miriam. But the best part is what he really wanted to do was this. And hit on Joshua. We all know that. Come on. Excellent. This, of course, Fashion Week in London. Here's a model getting ready to go on stage with whatever the fuck that's supposed to be, which clearly that's from the Zool collection, which makes a lot of sense. And you know how we love Fashion Weeks. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. And this is from the Wearable Art Show in New Zealand. I am not kidding you. Wearable like edible. I don't know. Wearable art. I mean, this isn't as bad as this one's worse.
The other looks like a costume. I mean,
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The other one looks like a mistake. So
looks like this one.
That looks like a deleted scene from Sex and the City where
I was going to say
all trying to hide from somebody.
This looks like that kid from Fat Albert.
Oh yeah.
They talk like that. Mushmouth. Was that his name?
Bushmouth was the other one. That's Weird Harold.
Oh, okay.
Weird Harold talked like that. I think this is Bushmouth.
I can't believe you remember all this.
Yeah.
This is. I still didn't think this was real. This is in Kazakhstan. It's a spacecraft carrying NASA astronauts and 2 Russians. A NASA astronaut and 2 Russians. And first of all, it's just weird because it just looks like it's held together with aluminum foil. Why Kazakhstan has a space program? And I didn't even think Kazakhstan was a real country.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is that's exactly what happened to Howard Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory. He had to blast off. He was the only American astronaut blasting off from Kazakhstan with the 2 Russian astronauts. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory, as I am. And that, of course, my favorite, the largest rubber duck ever. In Toronto, Liz. In Toronto. Did you get to see it?
Yep. It's on the loose. They've lost control.
A week late gets it. Everything's going to be OBK. Yeah, that's right. He gets it. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, exactly. Where's Bryant? And, what was I not going to show this? You know what this is from? This is from the Dachshund. The Dachshund. What? How do you pronounce it? Dachshund parade in Russia. What's better than that little doggy just looking right at the camera? Dachshunds. I think that's right out of Manhattan, the Woody Allen one. Diane Keaton goes, well, it's just a peanut substitute for me. Oh, in your case, I would have thought it would have been a Great Dane. Oh, you're in Montreal, Liz? Oh, that's too bad. This is in Chile. This was meant again for Catalina. This was the K9 unit parade, but I don't know why they're not walking. But, I love dog stuff, and I can't tell whether this is good or bad. Catalina, this was right in Santiago, Chile. How did you not, why weren't you there and taking pictures as a photographer for this show? So she knows what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Were you there? We hate Milecos but love the dogs. Oh, okay. So they protest that kind of stuff, but yeah, you gotta love those dogs. Boy, those are cute. They don't look like the canines you'd use in cop stuff. They're just too cute, right? We hate the military. Wait, interesting. Very interesting. Speaking of Jews, these are those ultra orthodox, the people that hate women and everything else. They're getting haircuts in Ukraine before the new year. I don't know whether they're getting haircuts like as a joke. I mean, these haircuts are stupid. And I didn't even know I didn't even know they were still celebrating in Ukraine. I don't know what's going on over there. It doesn't look like a lot of laughs, but then most Jewish stuff doesn't. Those haircuts are crazy. But those are not the military. They're the cops. Still, we don't like them, but the dogs are good. Yeah. Does anybody know who this is?
Kelly Ripa. I have no idea.
No, this is Shania Twain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, I guess she's still super popular because she's performing at the O2 Arena. It just, she just doesn't look like this anymore. But that's all right. People age. It's just.
I can even tell. It has different hair and everything.
Yeah. Well, the worst part is she looks just like Michael Caine in Dressed to Kill. Bobby. Yeah, that's not good. Oh boy, was she something else, huh? I think she's still cute. I think that's just a bad photo of her, but as soon as I saw it just reminded me of Michael Caine in Dressed to Kill. Most things remind me of Michael Caine in Dressed to Kill. And finally, it's Oktoberfest, and there's a picture from opening day. What is more sexy than this photo? Nothing. Nothing is sexier than a bunch of hot girls carrying a shitload of beer. Oh, God. I don't ever want to go to Germany, but I kind of do because this looks like fucking fun. I want to drink out of that mug. The only time I drank out of a good mug like that actually was at the Devils game, and it was beautiful and big. Boy, did we get plastered that day. I have pictures. Oh, man. This would Oktoberfest. And meanwhile, Mike, and I'm stopping sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Mike, I'm sorry, I was reading Catalina's thing and it threw me off. I went to, after class, I always go to a bar. All I'm looking for is Sam Adams Oktoberfest. And I would say 3/4 of the places still are selling that stupid, horrible summer ale. And it's driving me crazy. It used to be that Oktoberfest came out in August. I don't know what's going on. So I go they have we have Sam Adams season. I'm like, oh, you must have the Oktoberfest. No, we're still draining out the summer ale. I'm like, you're still draining out. It's at the end of the keg. I mean, it's just pissing me off. I don't understand why they're not up to the Oktoberfest already. Get going. I love that beer, and I like this time of the year. I want the Oktoberfest coming out in August, and then November 1st, I want the Winterfest. That summer ale stinks. Thank you. Well, that's our show for today, I believe, Mike, right? Unless you have something else you'd like to talk about?
No, that's everything.
Yeah, me too. Mike's in Vegas, as we know. He's got a lot of stuff to do. I think he just got there today. Now, next week, we will definitely be in the studio, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're back in the studio. We love the studio. The week after that, I think I'm going to be the call-in guest. Hopefully, Alon will host or something because I'll be in Los Angeles myself. And the week after that, we'll be back in the studio. All exciting stuff. So let's look forward to a good couple of weeks. It's the fall. Everybody loves it. There's football. There's fun. There's, foliage. Fall is the best time to live in this country. That's my theory. This week on Billy Joel A to Z, we have the Nylon Curtain album wrap-up part 3. There will be no part 4. But that's what we do, me and Alon Altman. The Comedy Cellar, of course, open 7 days a week, almost 9 shows a night. It's unbelievable. So whenever you can get here, definitely get here and see the show. Mike will be in Las Vegas at Skankfest Do you know the shows you're already performing on where people can get tickets?
Yeah, if you go to gangfest.com, that has the schedule on there.
And which days are you performing?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Congratulations, Mike. That's great news. That's exciting.
Thank you.
So, yes, good luck to Mike. Everybody's saying good luck to Mike. Everybody's making fun of me, and I totally get that. And otherwise, I'll see you next week in the studio. Don't know who the guest will be, but I know it'll be fun because we always have a good time when we're together on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. Good night, everybody.